how's it going? Adrian here. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, we're talking about why I'm going to be competing again. Now you might be wondering why I'm sitting in the car recording. It's because it's raining. The whole weekend it's been raining, so I haven't been able to go out, put the tripod down and record what I feel like. So I'm going to do this in the car, and the gym is just over there behind me. So I'm going to go hit a leg workout right after this. So right now I am about 11 to 12 weeks out from a competition. So if you've been following me for a while now, you would know that I competed last year in April. That was with ICN, and it was held on the ICC Sydney Fitness Expo. Now that was my first time competing. So I joined into the men's fitness category, I believe it was. And that is kind of like their smallest category. So if you're someone that's thinking about competing, I would recommend you to look into these categories, because you have men's physique, men's fitness, which is the one I did, and you got like opens bodybuilding. So for those, it kind of just means on how big you are, how much muscle mass you have, and the frame that you have. Me, I kind of have a small frame and not that much muscle mass, so I went for the men's fitness category, which is kind of like their summer beach body kind of look, if you would say. Now every single ICN competition in New South Wales this year has been cancelled due to COVID. So the next one is October 31st, but the way things are looking right now, phase 2 is just happening around New South Wales. It could end up being cancelled in 12 weeks from now. But I'm still going to commit to this goal of me training down, and I feel like it's going to be the best physique I've brought so far in nearly my 6 years of lifting. So I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, so if you've been lifting for a while now and you've been thinking here and there, should I compete or not, then I would definitely recommend to join your local competition, whatever's close to you, and just give it a go. There's nothing more important than setting a really hard goal, following through with it, achieving it, and that sense of proudness that you feel that you went through it. So when you sign up to this competition, you're either going to go like fight or flight mode. You're either going to give it everything you got, or you're probably going to quit halfway through. So to me, when I set myself up for something, I'm going to give it everything I got. I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to commit to it with my nutrition, my diet, sleep, training, everything. And I just really want to bring the best physique that I can. So if you're into bodybuilding, then you're going to want to bring the best physique you can, right? So if you know your weaknesses, you can work on them. And sometimes you don't know what the weaknesses are until you get really shredded. This could be got to do with anything, not just with how your body looks. This could be nutrition, sleep, training, or everything combined. Once you combine everything together, that's when you get to see how your body responds to everything. And adding on to it is posing. I feel like no one really poses enough. I normally, when I'm bulking, I don't really pose. I only start posing when I'm straightening down. You get to learn these poses, you get to build that mind-muscle connection that you normally wouldn't have. When you're hitting a front double bicep, you get to spread your lats. You learn how to spread your lats out, do that bicep peak, and feel that contraction. And you also get to figure out what poses suit your body, because everyone has a different body type. For some people, some poses don't look that good, and for some people, others do. So that's why it's best to figure out what posing suits you. Number 3 is the whole experience and how fun it is. When I competed last year, I was getting so anxious, and I was thinking to myself, I was overthinking way too much. I was like, oh, when I go there, am I going to be big enough? How's everyone going to be? How's the vibe going to be? Is everyone just going to be like angry and it's like, oh, I'm here to lift and not lift, here to compete and I'm going to win. But when I went there, I realized how nice people were. It's at the end of the day, it's people like you, people that train really hard, people that commit and build the physique and just want to go on stage, step on stage and compete. So when I went through the whole competing in competition last year, it made me realize that how much the placings don't really matter. I came like third in first timers, but I also did the intermediate division and I got wrecked. Okay, I was not big enough at all, even in men's fitness category. But in first timers, I went pretty well, and I did not really care about what placings I got in intermediate division. This year, when I do compete, I will go into the opens, which is the highest division, and at the end of the day, I wouldn't really mind even if I come last. The whole experience that you get, that you gain, and that you go through outweighs any placing that you can get. A medal does not matter with how much that the work that you put in 12 weeks or 16 weeks of how much you shred, and then how good your body looks. The photos and videos that you take, you know, is so much more of an accomplishment than any medal that you get. And it's really fun at the same time. It's something that you will remember for the rest of your life, and it's something that you won't regret. Like, you know, in life you don't want to live with, you know, with regret. So if you just kept saying to yourself, oh, you know, one day I'm going to compete, but you never end up doing it, and then you're always going to think to yourself, what if I made that, you know, that step forward? What if I committed to myself and competed? You'll never know how you would go without doing something like that. And I feel like anyone that's lifting, I would say to at least try this once in their life. It's a real big eye-opener for me personally, it was, and it's just a really overall fun experience. Number 4, adding on to the previous point, which is dealing with failure. So dealing with failure is the key component to becoming successful. You know, you may not win every single competition, and you may not even get a placing, and because of that, you grow as a person. When I realized what my weaknesses were, I spent a year and a half building up those weaknesses. So my weaknesses were my lower abs and my glutes were really weak. I've been training them a lot more, and they have strengthened a lot more. So this time, when I shred back down again, my lower abs should be popping a lot more than it did last year. And these small mini failures is what's going to make you step forward and eventually get that successful, you know, physique that you want to have, the ultimate physique that you want in the future. Okay guys, I feel like I've been talking a bit too much now, but I guess that was a bit of a summary as to why I am deciding to compete again 12 weeks from now. Right now, I'm gonna go hit a leg workout, so let's do this.